Hello, boys and girls. This is your language arts lesson for Thursday, May 21st. We're going to spend some time looking at your reading street book, and we are going to investigate family traditions, particularly birthdays. So let's open up our reading street to this page 452. Okay, and you see the heading here, Family Traditions, Birthdays. And below that, you see this little paragraph. How can you find out more about birthdays? You can go on the internet online directory. Here are some of the topics you might find listed there. So let's take a look over on the left side. It says 21st century skills. A good directory is like a good friend. It will help you find what you need. Find the category you need, then follow the links and bookmark a good directory and save it. Online directories give links to websites about a topic you choose. A link is a special text feature of online text. Links are underlined or appear in a different color. Clicking on a link takes you to another website. Read Family Traditions, Birthdays. Use the illustrations along with the text to learn how an online directory works. So here you see a little visual of a computer screen, and it says Home and Family, and the person is clicking on Celebrations. The closest general topic to celebration is celebrations. You choose and click on it. Then you get a list of links like this. You click on birthdays. So if we flip to the next page, you get this. So when you click on birthdays, you get a list of websites. You decide to click on the one called Birthday Traditions from Around the World. Here is what you see. Birthday traditions from around the world. Discover how the tradition of birthdays started. Find out how people in other countries celebrate birthdays. Birthday parties are always the highlight of a child's year, but did you ever wonder how the tradition of birthday parties started? So if you look here, the child is clicking on birthdays in different countries. And then this is what popped up, birthdays in different countries. So Canada, in some parts of Canada, birthday children get their noses greased for good luck. Ew. Greased noses make children too slippery for bad luck to catch them. That sounds like a good thing. China, people are invited to lunch. Noodles are served to wish the birthday child a long life. Cuba, the parties are similar to those in the United States. Food, decorations, gifts, piñatas, cake, candles, and happy birthday song and games are all included. India. At school, the birthday child wears special clothing and passes out chocolates to the entire class. Vietnam. Everyone's birthday is celebrated on New Year's Day, called Tet. The Vietnamese do not celebrate the exact day when they were born. A baby turns 1 on Tet, no matter when he or she was born that year. So they have one day to celebrate everybody's birthday. All right, let's go on. Now we're looking at pages 456 and 457 in your Reading Street book. And let's take a look at vocabulary, words from other languages. Context clues. Sometimes stories and articles will have words that come from other languages. You can use the context around the word to determine its meaning. Practice it. Find these words in A Birthday Cake for Tia. Use the context to determine their relevant meaning. Write a sentence with each word. So you see a lot of words from different languages. Fluency, reading at appropriate phrasing. When reading, look for groups of words that go together. Commas and periods often show how words are grouped. Be sure you understand what you're reading. Practice it. Read the text aloud to a partner. Yesterday, I took my dog for a walk to the park. When we came to the big pond, I let him play in the water. He jumped into the water and swam. Then he shook himself off and we left. So that's appropriate phrasing. Next up, we're going to do a little review of listening and speaking. So listening to a description. Listen carefully to the descriptions. When preparing a description for an oral report, remember your listeners. Think about their interests. Ask yourself, what will they like to hear? Use sensory words in the description. Tell how something looks, feels, sounds, and smells. Then your listeners can visualize what you are describing. Listen carefully when others give a report. Try to visualize what the speakers are describing. So let's practice it. Oh, before that, let's read the tips, okay? Use sensory words so listeners can visualize what you are describing, and speak clearly and at an appropriate pace so listeners can hear and understand you. Practice it. Plan a report to describe an object or a story. As you prepare your description, think of sensory words you can use. Also think of prepositions and prepositional phrases that you can use. Then give your report to the class. Listen to the report others students give and visualize what they are describing. So we're not doing those reports today. What we're going to be doing now is writing your invitation letter. So yesterday you guys actually did a little that graphic organizer, the T-chart, to organize your letter. So now I want you to take out a blank piece of paper and get started writing your invitation letter. So an invitation letter is just an invitation. Like you guys get invitations to birthday parties all the time. I know you do. So an invitation letter asks someone to come to an event. The student model on the next page is an example of an invitation letter. And here's the writing prompt. It's right here in case you forget. Think about family parties and how to plan a family party. Write an invitation letter to invite a relative to an event. So here's your writer's checklist. Remember, you should write clear sentences to invite the person, begin the greeting and closing with a capital letter, and use prepositional phrases correctly. And let's read the example over here on the right. Dear Uncle Ed, and note the comma. Note the capital, comma. We are having a party to celebrate Lou's coming home. It will be fun. The day will be Sunday, June 24th, 2011. The party will start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It will be at Grandma's house in LaPorte. Please come. We enjoy seeing you when you visit. And then you see the closing. Your niece, and your begins with a capital letter because that is the closing. And it has a comma. And underneath it says Brianna. So on your letter, of course, you're going to write your own name there. So prepositions and prepositional phrases. A preposition is the first word in a prepositional phrase. Prepositions may tell where something is or when something happens. The words on, at, and in are prepositions. So, boys and girls, get started writing your invitation letter, and then I would like you to turn it in to commissarsclass@gmail.com. I'll see you in the Zoom meeting. Bye.